Hello my dear learners, welcome back to online learning platform of Shri Baswa Public School. I hope you all are fine at home. Children, today's session is going to be based on class 8th Honeydew textbook and chapter unit 6 and poem we are going to discuss in today's session. Children, let me ask you a question. Do you get bored by your daily routine life? If yes, then you must desire of doing something which will be adventures or which will be not allowed, which you never get chance of doing every day. So today we are going to discuss or read a very interesting poem of Duck and the Kangaroo. The little creature, duck, had a small wish to kangaroo. Let's know what is the duck's wish and does the kangaroo fulfill it. So children, this poem was written by Edward Lear. The writer of the poem is Edward Lear. Edward Lear was an English artist, illustration, musician, author and poet, now known mostly for his literary nonsense in poetry and prose and especially his limericks, a form he popularized. He was born 12th May 1812, Holloway, United Kingdom, died in 29 January in 1888. Sanermo, Italy, and his artworks of Edward Lear are Kinchinjunga, The Marble Rocks, Nerboda, Jubolpur, Pastutrils, Versicolor. These are the artworks of Edward Lear. This is the information of the poet Edward Lear. So children, this poem is a humorous poem, which means humorous means something that made you laugh. Of course, the poem The Duck and the Kangaroo is not realistic, but it is very interesting. This poem describes the conversation in between the duck and the kangaroo. The duck is a small creature who lives in pond and bored with his life, and he wishes to go out into the world. He was also fascinated and attracted of his friend kangaroo, how the way of its hops on the ground. So he was also wishes to hop like kangaroo and see the entire world. So one day he requested to his friend kangaroo if he could give a ride on his back to roam around. He agrees, but he has one objection. He is not very happy with the wet feet of the duck, of course, because it lives in the pond. So obviously the duck's feet will be wet. So for that problem of kangaroo, the duck was also have the solution. But now I am not going to reveal the solution of the duck. Let's start the poem reading as well as explanation. So listen very carefully. The duck and the kangaroo. Said the duck to the kangaroo, "Good gracious, how you hop over the fields and the water too, as if you never would stop. My life is a bow in this nasty pond, and I long to go out in the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you," said the duck to the kangaroo. Children, in the first two lines, the word "good gracious," it means "oh my God." It is an expression which comes out when somebody surprises you. So it means "oh my God." Good gracious, it means "oh my God." Duck said to kangaroo that, "Oh my God, how you hop, the way you hops on the fields and the water too. I am very admired and fascinated towards your hops on field, and it seems you will never stop. Now my life has become nasty." Nasty, it means unpleasant. My life has become unpleasant by staying in the pond always, and I am waiting. I long, it means long, it refers here as wait. Long means wait. I am waiting to go out and roam entire world. I wish I could hop like you," said the duck to the kangaroo. Second stanza. Please give me a ride on your back, said the duck to the kangaroo. I would sit quite still and say nothing but quack the whole of the long day through, and we would go to the Dee and the Jelly Bow over the land and over the sea. Please take me a ride, oh do, said the duck to the kangaroo. So children, here in the second two lines, please give me a ride on your back, said the duck to the kangaroo. It is a requested. Here the duck was requesting to his friend kangaroo to give a ride on his back. And also here in this third line, he is promising of sitting on its back quietly without making noise, without shaking itself, and it will never do anything. It will sit, it is promising here for sitting quietly on its back if it allows to take ride on its back. And he wanted to roam the whole world complete day on the back of kangaroo. And here the places the Dee and the Jelly Bow are the imagination places of the poet. Those are the name of imaginary places. The Dee and the Jelly Bow are the names of imaginary places. So the duck wishes to go to the imaginary places Dee and the Jelly Bow by riding on the kangaroo's back, and he wanted to roam over the world and over the sea, and also requesting to take ride on its back, the duck to the kangaroo. So children, said the kangaroo to the duck, this requires some little reflection. Perhaps on the whole it might bring me luck. And there seems but one objection, which is, if you will let me speak so bold, your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold, and would probably give me the rheumatism, said the kangaroo. When duck requested to kangaroo to take ride on its back, then it replies, it takes me a little bit time to think of it. So here the word reflection, it means thinking. So kangaroo said to duck that, let me give time to think and reply you. And also it said, if I allows you, and I know it might be bring me fruitful, and our friendship will be grown up very good. But I have one objection. Objection, it means problem. I have one problem. What was it? Which, if you allows me to speak bold, speak straight to you, then I'll tell you that your feet are unpleasantly, or it means nicely, not nicely wet and cold. Your feet, if you allows me to speak bold, then listen, my problem is that your feet are wet and cold. Obviously, because duck lives in the pond, so the feet of duck will be cold and wet. This is the objection and problem of kangaroo to the duck, and would probably give me the rheumatism, said the kangaroo. The reason of not allowing the duck to sit on back, because these last two lines of this stanza are giving the reason, because it might give me rheumatism. The word rheumatism, this word divided into two parts here in these two lines. Rheumatism, it is a name of a disease which gives the pain in joints or muscles. If you sit on my back because of your wet and cold, I might get rheumatism. It means it is a disease, pains on my muscles or joints. So he spoke very boldly in front of the duck. For the queries of kangaroo, what duck is going to reply, let's see in this stanza. Said the duck, as I sat on the rocks, I have thought over that completely, and I bought 4 pairs of worsted socks. Worsted socks means woolen socks. Worsted socks means woolen socks, which fit my wet feet neatly. And to keep out the cold, I have bought a cloak. Cloak, it means a large coat. A large coat. And every day a cigar I will smoke, all to follow my own dear true love of a kangaroo. So children, when kangaroo said a problem, objection regarding the wet feet of the duck. Then duck replies, I have also solution for this, that I thought by sitting on the rocks and bought 4 pairs of worsted woolen socks which fits my feet very neatly, and also I have a large coat, and I will make sure to not give you cold or unpleasant feeling when I sit on your back, and also I will smoke a cigar. And children, it is an imagination story. Once again I am repeating. Cigar, it means a cigarette, a kind of a cigarette. And all thing I am doing only because of your love and because of our friendship, said the duck to the kangaroo. Then said the kangaroo, I am ready, all in the moonlight pale. But to balance me well, dear duck, sit steady and quiet at the end of my tail. So away they went with a hop and a bound, and they hopped the whole world 3 times round. And who's so happy, who, as the duck and the kangaroo. So children, after when he given solution of wearing socks, long jacket and cigar, then kangaroo agreed, and he was readily agrees for taking duck on its tail. And he said here, he said very strictly that you have to balance on me well on my tail, and you have to sit steadily without shaking at the end of my tail. And after that, after agreement of both they went to room to hop the whole world for 3 times, and duck enjoys the ride on the back of kangaroo by sitting on tail and hopping like a kangaroo. And afterwards poet asks us, who is happy in the world? Yes, the last 2 lines are questioning to us, who is happy, so happy in the world. Of course it is duck and the kangaroo. This is the explanation of poem. I hope you understand. Now let me summarize the poem, which was written by Edward Lear. A duck and a kangaroo were friends. One day the duck made a request to the kangaroo. It said that its life in the pond was a bore. So the duck requested the kangaroo to take him on his back around the world. He promised to sit quite still and say nothing but quack. The kangaroo gave a thought to the duck's request. He told the duck of only one difficulty, one problem, one objection. The duck's feet were unpleasantly wet and cold. These wet feet could give the kangaroo rheumatism, means rheumatism. The duck said that he had already thought over that problem. He had bought 4 pairs of worsted woolen socks. These socks fitted his webbed feet neatly. To keep out the cold, the duck had also bought a cloak, a large jacket, coat. Besides, he would also smoke a cigar every day. At this, kangaroo happily offered to take the duck around the world. The duck sat at the end of the kangaroo's tail. They took 3 rounds of the world, and both of them were very, very happy. So, this is the story. This is the explanation of the poem, The Duck and the Kangaroo, reading as well as explanation. So, children, I completed the explanation of the poem. I'll come up with another part of this same poem with the poetic device and some other topics. Okay, and this summary you have to write in your classwork without fail. Thank you so much for watching this video.